Rajasthan, forts towering, cities glowing, lakes shimmering, deserts blazing, temples soaring, tigers roaring. This is the land of kings. Want the full adventure? Stick around, your epic journey starts now. Ready for the wildest ride through Rajasthan? In this video, we're hitting the 7 absolute must-see places in the land of kings, each one more epic than the last. First up, Jaipur, the Pink City. Imagine palaces and forts painted in vibrant terracotta, bustling bazaars, and the iconic Hawa Mahal rising like a honeycomb against the sky. Then, Udaipur, the city of lakes. Picture white marble palaces floating on shimmering water, sunset boat rides, and the city palace glowing on the lake shore. Next, Jodhpur, the Blue City. Get lost in a maze of indigo alleyways, with the mighty Mehrangarh Fort towering above a sea of blue rooftops. Jaisalmer, the Golden City. A giant sandcastle rising from the Thar Desert, golden fort walls glowing at sunset, and camel caravans crossing endless dunes. Pushkar, the holy city, sacred lakeside rituals, the rare Brahma temple, and the wildest camel fair on the planet. Ranthambore, where the wild things are. Ancient ruins tangled in jungle and the heart-pounding thrill of spotting a Bengal tiger in the wild. And finally, Mount Abu, the only hill station in Rajasthan. Lush green hills, marble temples carved like lace, and epic sunsets over the Aravalli Mountains. This isn't just a travel guide, it's a challenge. We're packing all this into one insane, action-packed adventure. Every second is a new, jaw-dropping moment. So buckle up and stay tuned, because your epic Rajasthan journey starts right now. Let's go! First up, we're storming the capital, Jaipur, also known as the Pink City. And when I say pink, I mean they went all out. The entire old city is painted this incredible terracotta pink color, and it looks absolutely insane. We started at the Hawa Mahal, or the Palace of Winds. It's basically this giant, 5-story, honeycomb-looking wall with almost 1,000 tiny windows. It was built so the royal women could watch street festivals without being seen. I literally tried to count all the windows, and I'm pretty sure it's impossible. Next, we conquered the massive Amber Fort, which is perched on top of a hill overlooking the city. You can ride an elephant up to the entrance, which is an experience in itself. We explored the Sheesh Mahal, the Mirror Palace, where a single candle can light up the entire room. Of course, you can't leave Jaipur without diving into its chaotic and vibrant bazaars. We navigated through crowded lanes filled with everything you can imagine. Colorful textiles, handmade jewelry, spices, and incredible street food. Leaving the pink behind, we teleported to what might be the most romantic city in all of India. Udaipur, the city of lakes. This place is on another level of beautiful. The main attraction is Lake Piccola, and right in the middle of it is the famous Lake Palace. A stunning white marble palace that looks like it's floating on the water. We took a boat tour at sunset, and the views were absolutely breathtaking. The way the sun reflects off the water and lights up the palaces is something you have to see with your own eyes. The biggest landmark here is the City Palace, a colossal complex right on the edge of the lake. It's not just one palace, it's a series of palaces built over centuries, and it's massive. We spent hours getting lost in its maze of courtyards, balconies, and towers, each one offering an even more insane view of the lake and the city than the last. Next on our insane tour is Jodhpur, the Blue City. And yes, they literally painted a huge part of the city bright blue. From a distance, it looks like a blue ocean in the middle of the desert. We spent the morning just getting lost in the narrow blue alleyways of the old city. Dominating the entire city is the Mehrangarh Fort, one of the largest and most magnificent forts I have ever set foot in. It's built on a massive rocky cliff, 400 feet above the city, and it looks completely impenetrable. We walked through its giant gates and explored the palaces inside, which are filled with incredible artifacts, royal palanquins, and an insane collection of weapons. The view from the top of Mehrangarh Fort is probably the best view in all of Rajasthan. You can see the entire blue city spread out below you, stretching all the way to the horizon. Jodhpur is a city of contrasts, the imposing rugged fort on one side and the vibrant blue city on the other. From blue, we're heading straight into gold. Welcome to Jaisalmer, the Golden City, rising out of the heart of the Thar Desert like a giant sandcastle. The entire city is made from yellow sandstone, so when the sun hits it, the whole place glows like pure gold. The main event here is Jaisalmer Fort, but it's not just a museum, it's a living fort. Thousands of people still live and work inside its ancient walls, with houses, shops, hotels, and restaurants all crammed within. We spent a full day exploring the fort's narrow, winding lanes. It felt like we'd stepped back in time 1,000 years. We navigated the maze-like alleys, discovering ancient Jain temples with intricate carvings and stunning havelis, old ornate private mansions. But you can't come to Jaisalmer and not experience the Thar Desert. We went on a camel safari and spent the night camping under the stars. We rode camels over the sand dunes, watched a traditional Rajasthani folk performance, and ate dinner cooked over a campfire. After the desert, our next stop is one of the most sacred and unique places in India, Pushkar. This city has a completely different vibe from everywhere else we've been. It's a major pilgrimage site for Hindus, and the whole town is built around the holy Pushkar lake. The most famous temple here is the Jagatpita Brahma Mandir, which is one of the very few temples in the world dedicated to Brahma. The atmosphere is incredibly spiritual and serene, with the sound of chanting and temple bells filling the air. We walked around the lake, observing the rituals and soaking in the peaceful energy. But Pushkar is also famous for something else entirely, the Pushkar Camel Fair. If you time your visit right, you can witness this insane spectacle where thousands of camels, horses, and cattle are traded. It's one of the largest livestock fairs in the world, and it transforms the quiet town into a chaotic, vibrant festival. All right, enough cities and temples for a minute. It's time to find some tigers. We headed to Ranthambore National Park, one of the best places in India to spot the majestic Bengal tiger in the wild. This place is insane. It's a huge expanse of forest, lakes, and rocky hills, and right in the middle of it all is the ancient 10th century Ranthambore Fort. We went on several jeep safaris, heading deep into the park at sunrise and sunset, which are the best times to see wildlife. Our guide was an expert tracker, pointing out fresh pug marks and listening for alarm calls from other animals. The anticipation is crazy. Besides tigers, we saw leopards, sloth bears, herds of deer, giant crocodiles sunbathing by the lakes, and so many different kinds of birds. And then, it happened. On our last safari, we turned a corner, and there she was, a massive tigress, just walking calmly along the path, not even bothered by our jeep. For our final destination, we did something you probably wouldn't expect in a desert state. We went to a hill station. This is Mount Abu, the only hill station in Rajasthan, and it's like a green oasis in the middle of an arid landscape. The town is nestled in the Aravalli range and is built around Naki Lake. The absolute must-see attraction here, and something that completely blew my mind, are the Dilwara temples. From the outside, they look pretty simple, but when you step inside, your jaw will hit the floor. These temples are carved entirely out of white marble, and the level of detail is just impossible to comprehend. Every single ceiling, pillar, and doorway is covered in the most intricate carvings of figures, patterns, and stories you have ever seen. To end our epic Rajasthan challenge, we went to Sunset Point. As the name suggests, it's a viewpoint that offers the most spectacular view of the sun setting over the Aravalli Hills. Hundreds of people gather here every evening to watch the sky turn into a canvas of orange, pink, and purple. It was the perfect, most peaceful way to end our insane, non-stop journey through this incredible state. That's a whirlwind tour of Rajasthan's top spots. Which place are you adding to your bucket list? We went from the Pink City to the Golden City, saw floating palaces, explored a living fort, searched for tigers, and even found a mountain oasis in the middle of the desert. Rajasthan is hands down one of the most diverse and visually stunning places I have ever been to, and we squeezed it all into 5 minutes. I want to give a massive thank you to all of you for coming along on this insane journey with me. Your support is what makes it possible for us to go to these incredible places and share them with the world. So, what's next? Where should we go for our next 5-minute challenge? If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next crazy adventure. See you in the next one.